because man's desires are not commensurate with their income. Welcome to another episode. We are going to section 3 of Surah Al-Anfal, and that's chapter 8. In my last video, I said Surah Al-8. Pardon me for that. I meant to say Surah Al-Anfal, and other chapter 8 or other chapter 8 or not verse 8. I said verse. Yeah, I said Surah Al-8. Surah it should have been Surah Al-Anfal. And somewhere else I mentioned verse 8 instead of Surah Al-8. Please pardon me for that. Let's begin with the section. What does it say? Ya ayyuhallazina amanu ittabi'u Allah wa rasulahu. O ye who believe, follow God and his messenger. وَلَا تَوَلُّوا anhu, and turn not away from him. وَلَا تَوَلُّوا عَنْهُمْ وَأَنْتُمْ تُسْمَعُونَ, and do not turn away from him when you hear. You hear what? Here it is put into brackets, when you hear him speak, when you hear God speak. Well, I think it could also be when you hear a call for prayer. Pardon me if that's not the case. But here, our elders have put it in the bracket as when you hear. وَأَنْتُمْ تَسْمَعُونَ. وَأَنْتُمْ تَسْمَعُونَ. When you hear, into brackets, when you hear him speak, when you hear God speak. Okay. Let's go to 21. وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ قَالُوا سَمِعْنَا وَهُمْ لَا يَسْمَعُونَ. Nor be like those who say, we hear, Sami'una, but listen not. Wala yasma'un, but listen not. There is a commentary for that, 1194. Let's see. Okay, now 14, we are being referred to Surah 8. We are being referred to Surah 2, verse 93. We won't go there. When you are free, please, you can check it. Surah 8, verse 93. Those who say we hear and yet they listen not. Okay, let's go to Surah 22, ayah 22, verse 22. Inna shara adwabi inda Allahi asummu al-bukum wallazina la ya'kilun. For the worst of beasts in the sight of God, in the sight of God, are the deaf, summa, and the dumb, summul bukmu, walazina la ya'kilun, are the deaf and the dumb, those who understand not, la ya'kilun. Let's go to, no, there's commentary for that. Let's see. 11 is that one too. This commentary too, we are being referred to chapter 2, verse 18. In other words, if you go there, there's some comparison there concerning deaf and dumb. Let's go to 23. Wallow alima Allahu fihim khayran la asma'uhum. If God had found in them any good khayran, he would indeed have made them listen. La asma'uhum. If he has found any good in them, he would have made them to listen. He doesn't find any good in you. He doesn't find any good in you. He doesn't make you listen. Mm. Uh, الأسماء ولو أسماءهم لتولوا وهم معرضون. Let me take it again. ولو أسماءهم لو ولو أسماءهم لتولوا وهم معرضون. He would, uh, as if it is, if he had made them listen, they would but have turned back and declined faith. So he will make them listen. Let's go to 24. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا الله استجيبوا لله ولرسوله. O ye who believe, give your response to God and his messenger. إذا دعاكم لما يه لما you oh God لما يحييكم. When he calleth you to when he calleth you to that which you give your life. When he let me take it again in English. Give your response to God and his messenger when he calleth you to that which will give you life. إذا دعوكم لما يحييكم. When it calls you, وَأَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ أن الله أن الله يو أن الله يهول أن الله يهول بين بين المرء وال بين المرء وقلبه وقلبه and those that cometh will give you life, and know that God cometh in between a man and his heart. وَأَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحُولُ بين المرء وقلبه and his heart. وأنه إليه تحشرون, and that it is he to whom ye all shall be gathered. To him ye all shall be gathered. I don't think we've done commentary to 96. No, we haven't. Let's go to the commentary to 96. There are 2 points to note. One, note that after God and his messenger are mentioned, the pronoun and verb in the next clause are singular. Everything that God's messenger put forward as an injunction came by inspiration from God. The messenger made his will coincide completely with God's will. 2. We are asked actively to give our response in deed and life to the call of duty and conscience. For that call leads to real life. That call leads to real life. The life eternal. The life eternal, even though it is apparently mean in this world. Mean in this world, the loss of things that make life dear, or the loss of life itself. If we refer this to jihad, i.e., fighting in and for the cause, both literally and metaphorically, the meaning becomes quite clear. Okay, we go to commentary to verse 24. Responding to God. And that's commentary 1197 in my book. Okay. If the human heart is refractory and refuses to obey the call of God, that is not the end of the matter. God has to be reckoned with. God has to be reckoned with. The refusal may be because there was some pet human. There was some pet human scheme which the heart of man was not willing to give up for God's cause. Will that scheme come to fruition? By refusing to serve the higher cause? It's a question. By no means. Full stop. By no means. Full stop. Man proposes, but God disposes. This is a very common saying. Man proposes, but God disposes. Full stop. If the scheme or motive was perfectly secret from man, it was not secret from God. The heart is the innermost. The heart is the innermost seat of man's affections and desires. But God intervenes between man and the heart. That's the commentary to 24. We go to verse 25. We go to verse 25. وَاتَّقُوا fitnatan, and fear the trial. اتقوا fitnatan, and fear the trial. لا تصيبن الذين طلبوا منكم hasatan. And fear the trial, which affecteth not in particular those of you who do wrong. Not in particular, into brackets, only those of you who do wrong. Hasatan. وَأَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدٌ إِقَابٍ. And know that God is strict in punishment. Let's go to 26. Yes, there is commentary to that. Let's go to a commentary. 1198. 1198. Fitna, that's fitnatan or fitnatun, has many messages. We read it here as trial. But here, the commentator is telling us fitnatun has many meanings. Did I say messages? Oh my God. Has many meanings. One, the root meaning is trial or temptation, as in chapter 2, 102, and chapter 8, 28. 2. An analogous meaning is trial or punishment. So, fitness can also be punishment. Trial or punishment, as in verse 771. Let me read it in the Roman. It's V71. Then 3, tumult. That's still on trial. Then 3, tumult or oppression. So trial can also mean, third meaning here, can mean tumult or oppression, as in 2193. Please, viewers, when you are free, go to them. Chapter 2193. And in this verse 2, yes. Trial here in this verse can also mean tumult or oppression. And in chapter 8, 39, the meaning of trial. Then we go to fourth meaning. There is here 8:25. There is here into brackets 8:45. That's what we have just read. 8:45. The further shade of meaning suggested discord, sedition, civil war. So here it means civil war or discord. Okay, this warning against eternal discord or tumult was very necessary in the civil wars of early Islam, and was never more necessary than it is now, for it affects innocent and guilty alike. No good, Bacho. It affects innocent and guilty alike. So that's why we need prayers all the time. Whenever there is tumult or there is calamity, sometimes it affects everybody. God knows all of us are going to return to Him, and the life belongs to all lives belong to Him. Okay, let's see, where are we going? Which I think we are going to Psalm 27. 27. No, I think 26. Yes, we're going to Ayah 26. وَإِذْكُرُوا is antum kalilun mustad'ufuna fil ardi tanhafuna an yatahaffakum an-nasa fa'awakum wa ayadakum binasrihi warazakakum min tayyibatin la'allakum tashkurun. Call to mind when you were a small band in brackets, when you were a small band, deemed weak, mustad'afuna. Where is it? Mustad'afuna. When you were deemed weak, through the land, and afraid that men might despoil and kidnap you. But he provided a safe asylum for you, strengthened you with his aid. Ayadakum binasrihum. He strengthened you with his aid and gave you good things for sustenance. Taibati. Wa razaqakum min taibati la'allakum tashkuruna. and gave you good tidings for sustenance that you might be grateful. But are we grateful? Okay. There's commentary for it, 99, 1199. On the immediate occasion, the Muslims were reminded that they were a small band of Makkah, they were a small band in Makkah, deposited and rejected. Sorry, despised. I'm sorry. Sorry. They were a small band in Mecca, despised and rejected, living in a state of insecurity for their for their persons, their lives, for their persons, their lives, their property, and those of their dependents, their properties and the properties of those of their dependents, persecuted and exiled, and how by the grace of God they found a safe asylum in Medina. How they how they found how they found friends and helpers. It was God who helped them to find the friends and helpers. How their many needs were cared for, and how at length they gathered strength they gathered strength and numbers enough to defeat the forces of godlessness, to defeat the forces of godlessness, injustice, and oppression. Sorry for bad reading. Can we go to the next verse, which is 27? Ya ayyuhal lazina amanu la ta la la tahunu Allah wa rasulahu. La tahaf la tahunu Allah wa rasula. O ye who believe, betray not the trust of God and the messenger. Betray not the trust of God and his messenger. La tahunu, betray not his messenger. Wa watahunu amanakum. Watahunu Watahunu amanatikum wa antum ta'lamun. Nor misappropriate knowingly, wa antum ta'lamun, knowingly, things entrusted to you, amanakum. Let's see if there's commentary for it. Yes, there is. Let's go to commentary 200. Trust may be of various kinds. One, property, goods, credit, etc. Amanakum. Then two, plans, confidences, secrets. People can trust you with secrets. When they turn away, you broadcast. you broadcast those secrets. And confidences, secrets, etc. Then three, knowledge, talents, opportunities, etc., which we are expected to use for our fellow men. Full stop. Men may betray the trust of God and his prophet by misusing property or abusing the confidence reposed in them, or the knowledge of talents given to them. On that special occasion, full stop. On that special occasion, when the plans for the protection of God's worshippers against annihilation were of special importance, full stop, of special importance, the prophet's trust and confidence had to be guarded with special care, full stop. Occasions for scrupulously repeating the trust, for scrupulously, occasions for scrupulously respecting the trust and confidence of our fellow men occur when they in occur every day. Oh my God, okay, fellow men occur every day in our life, the few of us can claim and few of us can claim perfection in the respect, full stop. Hence, the special distinction of the prophet of God who earned who earned the title of the Al-Amin, trustworthy, the one who was true to every trust reposed in him. So we've seen the various meanings of amana, trust, security. It can be something good, it can be respect, it can be talent, it can be anything. Okay, let's see if we can finish the last verse, which is 28. Mm. وَاعْلَمُوا وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّمَا أَمْوَالَكُمْ إنما أموالكم وأولادكم فتنة وأن الله عنده أجر عظيم. I love this verse. And know ye that your possessions and your progeny are but a trial, and that it is God with whom lies your highest reward. Yes, everything, every possession, including children, wives, husbands, aeroplanes are a trial. But the real thing is with God. The real wealth is with God. Let's see the commentary. 2001. 2001. Yes. A big family dash many a big family dash many sons dash was considered a source of power and strength in part of and strength. Even today, people think that having 1,000 children and 1,000 cattle and whatnot is strength. No. 3, that's semicolon. 3:10. You go to 3:10, chapter 3, verse 10, and then verse 116. Full stop. So in English, a man with many children is said to have his quiver full. Quiver is spelled Quive. Compare Psalms CXXVII 4 to 5. CXXVII 4 to 5. I think that's 78 or so, or 77. Or 17, I think 77. Yes. 4 to 5. CXXVII 4 to 5. Full stop. Or colon. Then inverted commas. As arrows are in the hands of a mighty man, so are the children of thy youth. Full stop. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. Semicolon. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate. Gate is GATE. Full stop. Inverted commas close. So with property and possessions, semicolon. They add to a man's dignity, power, and influence. Full stop. But both possessions and a large family are a temptation and a trial. They are a temptation and trial. Property and big family, they are temptation and trial. they may turn out to be source of spiritual downfall. Indeed, you can be too proud for possessing them, and too much pride is actually a spiritual downfall. They may part of they may be a source of spiritual downfall if they are mishandled, or if the love of them excludes the love of God. So that's all for this chapter, and that's chapter 3 of Surah Al-An'am, the 8th chapter of the Holy Quran. Please pardon me. Sometimes I mess about a lot. And forgive me for that. I think we end here. All I have to say again is to thank you for tolerating me and giving me your ears and your eyes and your attention and your time. Thank you very much. May God be with you all. Bye bye. Au revoir.